Hello friends, Alex on the 4th of January I think today, currently 10 past 9 in the morning, and we're at the trail entrance to Mount Kuju, Akigawa trailhead, Mount Kuju. So to get here I had to get a taxi, also had to get a bus, but the bus was cancelled, so the hostel people gave me a lift into town, which was really appreciated. Had a really good sort of recovery night last night actually, feel brand new. So yeah, basically we need to go up here, which as you can see it's quite snowy already, but from here might need to put my crampons on. I'll sort of see how it goes for the next couple of 100 meters or so. If it seems to be quite unbearable, I'll just quickly change into them, I think. Seems to be quite iced over as well because it's fairly early that I'm going out this time, but yeah, quite looking forward to this. Mount Kuju is again one of the volcanoes near Mount Aso. So the Aso Kuju National Park is what it's called. So the two mountains make up a national park in the centre of Kyushu. Mount Sobo is to the south, and that will be tomorrow. I did say yesterday that I'd be doing Mount Sobo today, but after some talk with the hostel people, they said that it would probably be a good idea to try Kuju today, and then reserve a bus for tomorrow to be able to go to Mount Sobo. But yeah, see how it goes really. Quite looking forward to this. It's really nice weather as well. For some reason it was meant to be cloudy today, but as the weather report tends to do, it lies, and yeah, it's ended up being a really nice day today, so really looking forward to it. There's a volcanic lake at the top as well, which would be quite nice to look at, I think. But yeah, I'm going to keep plodding on, see how it goes. If I need to change into my crampons, which I may need to soon I think, judging off this, I will do so. But other than that, continue on, and until next time, Alex out. Hello again friends, Alex on the 4th of January 2021, currently about 10 o'clock in the morning, on the way up to the summit of Mount Kuju, which is behind us up there. Currently elevation around 1300 meters, 1350. Mount Kuju, for reference's sake, is around 1780 meters or so. So yeah, the path this time, don't know if you can tell, is actually quite well maintained. It's mainly just stairs going up, so compared to Mount Aso yesterday, it's a bit of a cakewalk. On the way down I'm going to put my crampons on to go down this because I don't want to slip down the stairs, because there's ice going on the way up. On the way up it's not really too bad, but on the way down that could result in some unfortunate injuries, I think anyway. So but yeah, it's a few interesting things. Mount Kuju itself is also similar to Mount Aso, a volcano. So there's a river that I was walking alongside earlier, Akigawa River. Aka means red, Gawa means river, red river. Inside that river though, what was making it red was highly concentrated sulfur by the smell of it, because it did not smell particularly pleasant going alongside it for about 20 minutes or so. But yeah, that was fairly interesting, I thought. What else? Yeah, Kuju itself. So it's got a variety of kanjis. So the kanji spelling for its actual name, Mount Kuju, the peak summit, is different to Kuju, as in Kuju-san, as in what it's normally called. Kuju normally means 9 heavy, or 9 peaks, I suppose you could look at it. So Mount Kuju, the actual range, has 9 peaks. We're only going to go up 2 today, so we're going to go up Mount Kuju, the main peak, and then also Mount Naka. So similar to yesterday, there was Nakadake. We're going to go up Nakadake again today, because that's the highest peak. I think it's 1798 or so, or 1792 or so off the top of my head. When we get there, you'll be able to see if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, the weather, as you can tell, is incredibly, I wouldn't say incredibly hot, really. It's not. It's actually quite cold at the moment. It's probably about 0 degrees. But because I'm exerting myself, it gets stupidly hot, so I've taken off my outer coat. Look like a sheep again now. So, but yeah, very sunny. Very nice. I think I'm going to get snowburn off this, but that can't be helped, can it? I should have put sunscreen on. I didn't. I should have. Oh well. But yeah. Anything else interesting? Oh, there you go. If you look straight on, probably through these trees, there's a peak that's kind of jutting out ahead of us there. I have a feeling that might be Mount Sobo, actually. Mount Aso, for reference, is over there. When we've got through these trees, you'll be able to see a bit later when I take more of a scenic shot. But yeah, I'm going to continue for now because I can't take a break all day, because apparently I've been invited to go to an onsen with the hostel owners, so that's quite exciting. Quite looking forward to that. So I need to get back down to the trail entrance at around 3 o'clock, half 3. That's my objective today. Currently around 10 o'clock, so that's a good 5 hours from now. But yeah, time-wise, I'm not really too concerned. It's fairly easy going up here. I think the latter half gets a bit more intense in terms of steepness, but either or, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So for now, I'm going to get back to it. One last look for you. Snow conditions compared to Mount Asor is not really too bad, but yeah, going to continue on. So until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 4th of January again. Currently 10 to 11 in the morning. Currently around 1500 meters elevation, give or take. About 250 meters to go until the summit of Mount Kuju. As you can see, I've put my crampons on now. There's been a fair bit of ice that's coming out on the trail, so I don't really want to risk falling down that because that'd be quite dangerous, and yeah, I don't want to crack my head open, etc, etc. Yeah, so the weather's still just as nice. It's really quite warm, actually. It feels like about 10 degrees, but it's probably not. It's probably a lot colder. It's just when you are climbing up, you heat up very quickly, it feels like. So we've come down from down there, so the valley sort of running between there, that's where we've come from. That's Akagawa Tozanguchi, or Akagawa trailhead entrance. And for reference, where I'm staying at the moment is probably over there somewhere, straight ahead in the middle, I imagine. But yeah, looking pretty good so far. Time wise, don't know really. I think I was planning on getting to the top by about 12. I'll probably get there a bit before then at this rate, I think, depending on how quick I go. There's a bloke in front of me as well. I'm just going to let him go ahead. He seems to know what he's doing, so but yeah, I'll probably follow his pace rather than going any quicker. But yeah, looking good so far. Just going to continue on, about another 200 meters, as I said. When I get to the top, I'll probably take a bit more footage, I think. But until then, I'll see you next time. So, Alex out. Yeah, friends. Alex on the 4th of January 2021, currently 11:27 in the morning. Yeah, as you can see, we've come close to the top now. So the top is just up there. It's about another 40 meters elevation change. Won't take too long, about 10-15 minutes I'd say from here. But yeah, just having a small break, having some water and such. I've not really had much on the way up here. I think, yeah, I'll be getting to the peak of Mount Kuju anyway by about 11:45, maybe 10 to 12 or so. So about on time. That makes about sense anyway. We'll then take a small sort of walk round to Mount Naka, which will be over there. Not the one right in front of us, but it will be about a 20-minute walk along the top ridge line, I think. But yeah, it's a very, very nice day. It's couldn't really ask for better weather, I don't think. That will be Mount Sobo in the distance as well, the one sort of jutting out, the highest peak in front of us anyway, over there. And then that is Mount Asor, or the series of Mount Asor ranges anyway. So you have Mount Neko on the left hand side, the one that's quite jagged. Then you have Mount Taka, the one that we went up yesterday, and then Mount Naka next to that, where the sort of smoke is billowing out. And there's a few other mountains over there that I don't really know of. But yeah, very, very nice. Just need to persevere a bit more, go up here. I've still got my crampons on. I don't really need them up here because it's always exposed to sunlight, but I'm just going to keep them on anyway, I think. I don't really want to trip over on any straight ice, do I? So best be careful. But yeah, anyways, for now, I'm going to leave you to it, or you're going to leave me to it anyways, and I'm going to get back to climbing this. I'll take a small bit of footage at the top of Mount Kuju, and then we'll go to Mount Naka, probably take some more there as well. So yeah, until next time, Alex out. Hello again, friends. Alex on the 4th of January 2021, currently 17 minutes past 1. Yeah, sorry, I didn't immediately take any video footage, but there's Mount Kuju summit over there. So I've actually done a loop already of the peaks here. So hang on a sec, I'll just stand up and then I'll show you. So that's Mount Kuju's main peak, and I went down from there and headed towards that peak over there. And then after that, went right over to Mount Naka, Nakadake. That is the main peak over there. That's 1791. 1,791 meters elevation. And I came down, followed the valley in here. I skipped out that mountain over there because it just felt unnecessary going up and down it, because I don't want to get overtire my legs and all that, you know. And yeah, I've just come back up onto the ridgeline now, where Mount Kuju is, about sort of 20 meters above us over there. So yes, very good so far. Made pretty good progress, I think. So it's what, 20 minutes past 1 at the moment. It will take about an hour and a half to go back down the mountain trail. I just need to be careful though, make sure I don't slip. Particularly the northern bit, sorry, the first bit that I'll be going down anyway. It's quite rocky, so I don't really want to go tumbling down there. No sir. After that, the stairs, ice, hopefully that would have melted a bit by now, because the sun is blazing above us. But yeah, pretty good so far. I think I'll just probably take a picture of myself up on Mount Kuju, because I didn't get to do one when I was there the first time, because there was too many people. Too many people scare me, so I don't really like taking footage and such when they're around. But yeah, I'll get back to it. Need to head back, I think, so yeah, 20 past 1, hour and a half, yeah. Probably on schedule for 3 o'clock or so, I'd say. But yeah, see how it goes. I'll probably take some more footage when I'm back at Akagawa, or the Red River, show you what it's like. So I don't think I took any footage of it last time. But yeah, other than that, I'll get back to it. So until next time, Alex, out. Hello friends, Alex on the 4th of January 2021, currently 14:57 in the afternoon. On the way down from Mount Kuju. This is the Red River, by the way. I just thought I'd show you it. It's quite impressive. Due to the high amounts of sulfur and other volcanic materials inside it, it changes colour. I have a feeling that also might make it slightly poisonous. I'm not sure if you can actually drink this water. It smells really bad, so it smells of sulfur, obviously, that I mentioned earlier, I think. Let me see. Yeah, we need to do a slightly dangerous thing here and cross over this, so hopefully I don't fall in. I'm gonna get my boots slightly wet though, so let's have a look. A balance game really. Let's go on this. I'm gonna get soaked going across here, aren't I? How did I do this last time? I think I went over there last time. Let's do that. Rather than just getting soaked up to my shins. So I'm just turning around. One sec. Really riveting footage, I'm sure. But right then. Yeah, it's over here, I believe I went from last time. Yeah, this looks familiar. So then. It's okay if I drop you, by the way. You're waterproof. My boots are partially waterproof as well. That's moving. That's secure. And how the hell did I do this last time? Jesus. Okay. Well, my boots are partially waterproof. It's nice to know. Right, go across here. Go into this, which is moving loads. Okay. Right then. Exciting stuff, right? Alex by the Red River, Japan, Mount Kuju. Yeah, I'm slightly hurrying because I've ordered a taxi and he's currently waiting at the trailhead entrance. So I'm gonna just make my way through here. Jesus. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then where do you continue? I can't remember. Ah, straight on. Okay. So then, yeah, that's the Red River. Exciting stuff, I'm sure. But yeah, that I think is about it for me with Mount Kuju. Hope you enjoyed. As you can see, it's still looming up there. Tomorrow I'll be doing Mount Sobo, which is the third of the sort of triangle of mountains in this area anyway. I'm not really sure what I'm doing on that evening. Still to be determined, I think. But yeah, see how it goes. Well, we'll definitely be doing Mount Sobo at least, so I need to move south in Kyushu and go and do Mount Kirishima, Mount Kaimon Dake, and then also Mount Miyanoura. The last one's quite a pain in the ass to get to, but yeah. pain in the asshole, technically. Yeah, I'm gonna continue climbing down that way. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, as always. I don't think I thanked you yesterday, did I? Oof. But yeah, until next time, Alex, out. Hello friends, Alex on the 5th of January 2021. Currently, apologies, 9:34 in the morning. We're at the start of the trail entrance for Mount Sobo, which is the final of the 300 famous mountains in Oita prefecture that I'm doing this time. It's the 3rd day in a row that I'm climbing a mountain, so accumulated fatigue and all that, but oh well, we press on anyways. So a few things about Mount Sobo. I've heard of some rumours of wild boars being quite present around this area, so we need to be slightly careful going up. If we come across one of those, we need to take care and due diligence and all that. Also a fair few deers around. As for how I got here, there was a hire taxi, hire sort of bus service that you could use, so I used that to get here. That was quite handy. Only cost about £7, about 1,000 yen. So yeah, it was a good 20 kilometers away from Takata City as well, so pretty happy with that. But yeah, basically for the first 50 minutes of this course, we go along the river, and then after that, we follow some stairs up for about 2 hours, from what I've gathered. It's about 5.5 kilometers away from the summit at the moment. You can't see it, but the summit is in the distance over there, behind these trees. So yeah, Kobara Chudinjo, or Chushajo, that is 1.5 kilometers away. That's the parking entrance for cars. And Sobo-san Tozan Do, that is the hiking trail for Mount Sobo. That's what we're going on to now. Yeah, quite an ominous dark day. So we were blessed with good weather yesterday and the day before. Today is looking a bit overcast, potentially raining, potentially snowing. But yeah, brought my crampons along anyway, so at the top, if there's some snow, as I'm sort of expecting, put those on and just trudge on, be careful. On the way down, I'll take a slightly different route. The hostel manager recommended I go to a specific place because it's quite pretty apparently. So I'll try and go there. If not, I'll loop back down. My bus back is 5:30, so I have loads of time today. Have a good 8 hours, 8.5 hours I think it is, or so, that I have. So yeah, I'm hoping to complete this sort of round trip in about 6-7 hours or so. So yeah, nothing much else to share for now. I'm going to continue going up here and pant and huff, as I always do anyway. It's not a volcano, by the way, this time. Mount Sobo is just a mountain, I believe. Mount Kuju and Mount Aso are both volcanoes, whilst this one is not. So it means I can drink the water as well if I run out. But yeah, for now, I'm going to continue on. So until next time, I'll report a bit more later. So Alex, out. Hello again, friends. Alex on the 5th of January 2021, currently 10:36 in the morning, elevation around 900 meters. So yeah, I didn't mention it in the previous video, but Mount Sobo is 1,752 meters. We're currently at the final sort of resting spot, I suppose you could call this. It's closed during the winter though, so it's sort of like a mountain hut type thing. Our course from now, we follow these stairs up, and they just go up and up and up apparently. That'll take about 1:50, and then there's another 40 minutes sort of traverse up some quite gravelly, rocky type terrain apparently, from what I've seen anyway. So look, we're looking at about 2.5 hours to 3 hours from here to get to the summit of Mount Sobo. So we're looking around a sort of 1:30, 2 o'clock summit, I'd say. But yeah, looking good so far. The weather, it was snowing a bit earlier, actually, you might be able to tell. It's sort of powder snow type stuff like this. So yeah, that was falling down a bit earlier. It's ceased to fall for now. I imagine when I get higher elevation it will start falling again though, so it's something to keep in mind. Obviously I get quite hot climbing, so I've taken off my coat for now, but as I'm resting I might put it back on in a bit, I think. I heard some screeching from up there. a bit ago. I'm not really sure what that was, whether that was wild boars, deer, or monkeys, or birds. Maybe it could be all manner of things. Maybe just my imagination as well. That's the biggest enemy, I think, with mountain climbing. But yeah, actually, you might be able to make out over there, actually. That sign over there, it says 3 kilometers until Sobo's summit. So that would be horizontal distance. It doesn't take into account elevation distance. So probably about 4 or 5, I'd say. Yeah, I'm just going to continue resting on for a bit more, I think. And when I have a bit more to report, I will, as always, get back to you. So until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 5th of January 2021, currently 11:24 in the morning. Elevation around 1100 meters. As you can see on the sign there, it's currently 2.2 kilometers away from Mount Sobo's summit. That's horizontal distance though, so add on a couple more kilometers onto that, considering the climbing that we're doing. But yeah, you might be able to tell. There's light snow all over the floor now, so it's not quite crampon weather or crampon conditions, but still just being careful going upstairs when I'm climbing anyway, because yeah, don't really want to slip down this because it's quite steep. I've been climbing for if we're basically 11:30 now, been climbing for around an hour, I think, hour and a half or so. I think that sounds right. Yeah, I think we started around 10 today. I can't really remember. But yeah, it's quite nice weather. It's starting to get a bit colder, obviously because of elevation. I did have my hat on earlier, but I had to take that off because it gets stupidly hot. Yeah, we're just continuing up here. As you can see, it's quite steep. Seem to be heading up to a ridge of sorts, from what I can gather anyway. There's a couple of ridges. There's one over there. There's one over there as well, which means that if this wasn't here, we'd be in a valley right now, which means I have no phone data. But as that's not the case, I'm assuming that we're gradually going up onto a ridge, which is quite exciting. But yeah, I've heard the shrieks of a deer, or a group of deer anyway, a fair few times over on that ridge over there. I think there's about 2 or 3 of them by the sounds of it. They seem to have quietened down now. I've been playing music a bit whilst I've been going up as well, because I saw quite a scary sign warning against bears in Kyushu. Bears aren't actually meant to exist in Kyushu, so they don't live here apparently, but there's a legend on Mount Sobo that bears sometimes come out and eat you. Ooh, scary. But yeah, bears aren't really meant to be on Mount Sobo, or even in Kyushu actually as a whole. It's only Honshu, the main island, Shikoku, and Hokkaido that really have bears. That's a bit of trivia for you. But yeah, I'm going to continue taking a break for a bit, I think, because it's been quite intense going up. If we're around 1100 meters now, I've climbed about 400 meters, probably 500 or so from my starting point, so going pretty good so far. It's about 1400 meters, 1450 I think is where the passing is, or the crossing, where it sort of changes terrain slightly. So I'll probably take another break there, so in about another 300 meters or so. That might take about another hour, I think, if I keep going, I suppose, yeah, at a good pace anyway. But yeah, I'm going to keep going, I think. So when I find something a bit more interesting, I'll probably at that passage. At that passage, yeah, I'll take some more footage, I think. So until next time, Alex out. Hello friends, Alex on the 5th of January 2021. Currently around 10 to 1 in the afternoon, and we are at the pass that I mentioned earlier. So we're about 1450 meters or so elevation, so about another 300 to go until the summit. Summit to Mount Sobo is in that direction. As you can see, there's some rather unhappy looking clouds brewing above, which isn't very nice. Yeah, I'm just sitting here in the clearing. I'm about to have some food, I think. Not too much because I'm not really massively hungry, but get hydrated again and such. That's quite important. That's the path that we came from over there on the right hand side. There is another mountain path to the left of that that goes down towards a different city, and then yeah, I think that's it. There used to be one down there as well, by the looks of it, down that way, but it's closed off for now, by the looks of it. I imagine either due to landslides or snow complications of sorts. So yeah, I've been by myself entirely up this trail for the 2.5 hours or whatever that I've been doing it so far. I've noticed some trace before me, coming from the other mountain trail. These look to be about a day or maybe even today's trace, so there might be people at the summit for all I know. That's quite scary. People, you know. But yeah, quite a quiet mountain compared to Kuju-san yesterday anyway, or Mount Kuju. Mount Aso was fairly quiet as well, but a bit busier than this anyway. I don't know, maybe it's just not as popular. Either that or the weather. Weather's quite a big determining factor of whether a mountain's busy or not, it seems. So, but yeah, I'm going to get to having a break, I think, have some food, get some water, get re-energized and such, and go and tackle the last 300 meters of this. And then I'll probably make my way slowly back down, I think, and just relax at the bottom whilst I wait for my bus. But yeah, I'll take some more footage, probably on the way up, or maybe even at the top, so look forward to that. But other than that, I will see you in the next one. So, Alex, out. Hello friends, currently 5th of January 2021, currently about 10 minutes to 2 in the afternoon, and we are at the peak of Mount Sobo, so 1,756 meters. There's the summit marker right there. Some of the sites that you have around it anyway. There you go, there's the summit marker. Those peaks stretching off over there are part of the Sobo mountain range, so some of the other peaks anyway that you can go to. I'm not going to go to them this time because I don't really have much time, because it's currently 10 to 2, so sundown will be in about 3 hours time. So say, for reference's sake, if I went to that big peak over there, the one straight ahead that I'm pointing you at anyway, that would take probably around an hour and a half to get to, and then about an hour and a half to get back. So then we'd be in pitch black, just for time reference's sake anyway. And what else? You have some little statues here. Someone's put some offerings in there. Generally in Japan, the custom is you use the coins that have holes in them because they're seen as quite lucky. So the 5 yen coin and the 50 yen coin, for instance, those both have holes in the middle, so they look like donuts. Those are seen to be quite lucky apparently in Japanese culture. Again, a bit of trivia for you, I suppose. Over here we have a stunning view of, it is a stunning view, isn't it? I was going to be sarcastic and say a stunning view of nothing, but so right ahead of us, in the distance, you can probably see a mountain range, just sort of blurred by the shadows slightly, sort of looming there. That's the Kuju mountain range, so we were there yesterday. Now we're at Sobo-san, or Mount Sobo, which is to the south. And then I don't really want to slip down here, so I can't really go too far, I'm afraid, but if you look over there, there's also another mountain range sort of jutting out over there. That is Mount Aso from 2 days ago. So I also pointed you towards there from Mount Kuju yesterday. And this time, there you go, you can sort of see both of them. So it's very pretty. It's very, very nice indeed. And finally, let me see over here. So we're not exactly too near to the sea at the moment, or near the ocean anyway, on the eastern side, that is. On a clear day though, I imagine if you looked off into the distance over there, you'd be able to see the ocean. It's currently quite cloudy though, so unfortunately you can't stay. There's a bit of civilization down there, but it looks, I think that's another entrance to a different trailhead. I'm not sure of the name of it. So yeah, this is a little sort of ridge walk going down. I imagine you can access Mount Sobo via that as well. In fact, actually, I can probably point you there as well, can't I? Hang on a second. So I saw this earlier, but fairly exciting stuff, right? I'm going to put my crampons on the way back down as well, I think, because I don't want to slip. But yeah, so over there, you might be able to see a sort of, it's really hard to describe. So it's a mix of sort of yellow and snow. It's about 800 meters, about a kilometer away. I don't know if you can really see it. I'm sort of pointing my finger at it though. It's right ahead of us. That was where I took my last video. That was my break spot before, so the unknown pass that I can't remember the name of. It's actually about 300 meters down from here, so it doesn't really look that much, but it looks a lot closer, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, I'm going to take a bit of a water break up here, put my crampons on, and then make tracks, I think. Go back down towards Korbada, is what it was called, the Korbada mountain trail. I didn't say that before, sorry. But yeah, ever since passing that pass, by the way, there's been a lot more trace, and there's been a fair few people as well. So there's been about 7 people that I passed, a guy and his 2 kids, and a group of 4 people. So yeah, not massively busy, but also not completely deserted. So having trace is quite handy as well, especially in the snow, because then you don't end up getting lost, and getting lost on a snowy mountain is quite bad. Yeah, very pretty, Mount Sobo. 9 out of 10, I think. I'm not going to go around rating my mountains actually, but yeah. No, very pretty. I quite like it. It's not volcanic either, so there's no risk of eruptions. That can only be a good thing, I think. But yeah, I've burbled on, or blabbled on. Barbled? Gone on for too long. So I'm going to turn you off now. And then when I get a bit further down, probably, maybe even back to the trailhead actually, I'm probably focused on walking down, I think, so I don't slip. I will put you back on. But until then, as always, thank you very much for watching. This has been the 3rd day of the Kyushu adventure. I will see you later on until the next one. So, Alex, out. Hello friends, I think this is on. Alex, I'm not at the bottom yet. Currently 14:40 in the afternoon, 5th of January 2021. Elevation around 1,480 meters. Yeah, I just thought I'd shoot a bit of this actually. So in Japan, I mentioned this at the top, at the summit, but you come across these statues quite a lot. These are called Jizo statues. They're basically guardian statues of mountains. They look after you if you give them money and donations and such. In fact, actually, yeah, this one's, one second, we'll fix his mask, or their mask. There we go. No corona for Mrs. or Mr. Jizo. But yeah, they're, I believe, Buddhist origin Jizo statues. You also have a lot of mountains named after them, so you often get Mount Jizo, for instance. The Southern Alps near Mount Hor, the one that I was going to do 2 weeks ago. There's a mountain called Mount Jizo, and then I think there's also one in the Northern Alps as well, actually, in fact. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's also Jizo San rather than Jizo Dakit. But yeah, just a bit of trivia for you. Just thought I'd share this, because it's quite funny. There's loads of money here, actually. Some people have been very generous and put 100 yens here rather than 5 yens. 5 yens are by far the most common, though, by the looks of it. But yeah, I imagine it's quite similar in concept to wishing wells, in the West anyway. I imagine that's an equivalent of sorts. But yeah, Buddhist origin, little statues, normally with bare feet as well, looks quite cold. They protect you on mountains apparently. But yeah, I'm not going to give them any money today, I don't think, because I don't actually have any on me. So, but yeah, that's a bit of trivia for you. So I'm going to continue going down. I'm going to go down the sort of steep spine area now. So I've got my crampons on now. So it's been fairly quick. As I said, it's what, 14:42 now. I left the summit around 10 past, so it's only taken about half an hour to get back here. Making pretty good time. We'll take about another hour and a half, 2 hours to get back to the trailhead entrance, I believe. So it's going to take it easy, not rush too much. Obviously, if the sun starts to go down, I'll be slightly concerned, but I do have a headlamp in emergency situations, so that shouldn't happen. But yeah, for now, that's it from me, assuming that you can see me in this shot. I'm not really sure how wide my GoPro shot is. But yeah, I'll take probably a bit more at the bottom when I get to the trailhead again. But until next time, Alex, out.